for short as well, Dave. And they're going to be going for the burst onto the site. Smoke for the cross. Smiley goes jumping across, but will he be smiling on the entries? Or will he be shut down? Yukindar, through the smoke, is able to leave Sorrow quite upset.
Yeah, that was in the pick towards top middle. Yukindar took down the lurker. We see the gushes coming out on the players in sight. The boost is good, but he can't land the shot. Does eventually. 3 kills going the way of outsiders, and they perfectly counter-stratted this unique push. They threw the cross smokes, counter smoke inside of the site, just delayed them for so long until they eventually were able to close down, fall in, get the defuse. They didn't have the kit, so they had to make sure they did that quickly. They did do it quickly, and everything worked out fine. Yukindar finding that pick towards top middle was absolutely massive because, you know, that's the lurker gone, that's the potential flank gone. Yeah, they're vibing. They got the bomb plant, so you said the Galil's the scout, and the scout starting it off great. Dust 2 moment, yet again. B player try to play B challenge if possible. They try to react with this upper B push, but they're raiding. They're ready for it. They find both of the kills. Flit answers back with 1, but now it's going to be huge for James. He needs to find the perfect timing. He needs to get up into the tunnels, and he needs to find the multi-frags. But given that this is outsiders, I think there's a significant chance they just walk away and save, because that's how they roll.
That is how they like to play it. With the position they're in already, being outnumbered, you know, the 2 versus 4 retake on the B site, you might just want to call it quits, because in worst case, it won't be as bad as it could be. James is playing aggressively outside of the window, though, potentially hunting for some of the frags here. Nade goes out, but it won't do any damage. The players on the bomb site won't fall because of it.
His teammate's in pit, too, so yeah, he's just going to walk away. That kind of sucks, though, man, like, because James was in a position where he could have caught those 2 players coming from T-spawn, right? They knew there was 2 in B. He was inside of lower. He had them separated. Like, yeah, you have to multi-frag to win the round for your team, but, like, come on, go give it a try, you know? Just give it a try. Or not. It's, you know, it's up to you. They haven't really fully invested into this, though. Like, Kickert and Yukindar both still have quite a bit of money left over in the bank, and the M4s are just taking these long-range fights. They don't care about that at all. The A1S, right in its natural habitat in that situation. The M4s are here. James gets the tag onto ice, and now the Ts, I mean, they're panicked. They want to back up. But they realize that the other thing is that they have no map control, right? All they have is long. And you can see Flit wants to go aggressive, but he actually gives up his life. Winter finds the pick. And now they need to swing. They need to try to help him. He's stuck at the car. He's fighting them off, but James doesn't land the kill. Tons of damage being done, and now 2 players remaining. Very low HP. Kickert still out in the open. Swings back, finds the first, and there is another one for him.
He recoils back and drops the Molotov. They're going to smoke it. 48 seconds on the clock. CT's coming in. There is going to be a peek again towards the ramp. Spam through the smoke, but the bomb's been planted. There's the nade from Flit to take down Smiley. Ooh, all right. He gets the headshot off with the AK, and there's now a lurk towards middle. Winter's here. They're a bit suspicious of it, and James is holding. You've got a good lead in the battle of attrition now. Just 3 Ts left alive. They've got to make some big plays to clutch this one out, and it's not working well, Davey. All brought down onto just Sorrow, playing on short. Gonna peek in, hard commits to the spam, that's 2. Expected the flank, but James. Oh, all right, Ice. Too cold to hold with the Deagle as he goes bold with the entry onto Flit. Yukindar takes a lot of damage but stays alive. Problem is, Sorrow's gonna quickly peek in and get a jab off to bring this back to an advantage round for Unique with just the Deagles and that 1 MP9. Smiley has grabbed the M4 as well. Might actually be a play to be made here, Dave. They're going up long.
There's only 1 player inside of the site, that's Kickert. They have to cross on him. They don't have the armor, so this shouldn't be the worst fights for him in the world as the spray comes in. He finds the first one. Now James, holding the flank, knows he's getting flanked from middle, but it doesn't matter. Sorrow swings out with the Deagle, lands the headshot, and now that causes problems for Kickert because he's going to be flanked from short. He knows it, but can he land the shot? No, Sorrow with another. 3 Deagle kills for him on the round as Buster with the M4 now needs to play the hero.
Sublime stuff from Sorrow, but the problem is Winter, he's out of season on the cross. Sorrow, he's playing in the smoke, he's gonna peek it! Oh, he tried to hit him with a spam, he wanted to go for the gamble, Davey, but it's just a few missed shots.
And now the mind games come in. Buster could be anywhere. He could have continued to long. He could be back towards short. He could be in CT spawn. He just doesn't know. He is in CT now as Buster's going to start walking forward. Once that bomb gets planted, he wants to close the distance as soon as possible, and Sorrow just goes jumping off the site.
That's why they called him Big Shaq Davey. It's actually your alter ego. Oh, that was good, Andre.
Our producer just gave us one back.
That was
guys.
good. That was like well delivered.
It was.
That was one for the broadcast. Unique.
We'll have to bring him in for the next game.
Oh, we'll get him in it.
Yeah, he'll love it.
Andre drop bars. Ooh, Yekindar, he could be spitting straight fire though. He goes up through lower. So much damage done. Knows he's got to back off. Buster gets pushed towards the site as well. He's just sat in window having the time of his life. And it's all on Sorrow now in a 1v5. The CTs are low. Time ticking away. If they push through together, they should be able to overwhelm him and stop him from getting the bomb planted. Wanted to line up the shot onto Flip. Couldn't quite do it. The CTs are fast on the response. Flit, he's going to be pushing in through lower. You've got a player towards window as well. That'll be James. Flit's already got contact. He's backed up by Yekindar. And they're just charging for this. The nade gets stuck between them. That's the push from Smiley. Now he's frowning. Sorrow, he'll be buckled as well. Ice left in a 1v4. What is going on? They've all just peeked into them. Outsiders retake the site with ease.
Yeah, those kills in tunnels were the absolute massive ones. Flit dropping that nade into the entrance of the tunnel, expecting the counter swing, and then just
A hit with all of this utility to help you out. Flashes over the top and Flip will just hard commit into the peak. He does go 1-for-1 as Duke battles back against him. Molotov to slow down the push as well. And there's a huge gap in this smoke that Yekindar can abuse. He's just sat on short, ready for the fight to come towards him. Doesn't even need to deal damage as Buster, he's blockading the entrance towards the site. Say goodbye to Duke as he'll be in for a big fight. Smiley getting spammed upon. Somehow if he gets away, that'd be huge for him, but with no time on the clock.
some early utility, but Yekindar's just like been in lower. Flit's been by himself long, and Buster's been by himself B for most of the game, and that's because they always have so much mid control. Again, flash comes in from Yekindar, it's perfect, full blinds Duke. Flit swings out, finds the headshot, and again, now Unique, they're going out long, right? They're gonna get long for free. But they still have the smokes, the CTs. They have those two smokes on Buster and Kicker. Kicker did just use one. That's actually towards upper B. Outsiders was expecting the B play here. Oh, and so unlucky for James. He gave up the angle, he gave up the line, and he re-peeks into it, and Winter's waiting. He went to go give a Molotov to his teammate. He gave up the line, he gave up the map control, but now the T's have to try to cross. The smokes go down. Kickert wants to go through. You can see it flashes perfect. He swings out and finds the third, 180 for the fourth. Again, the flash from Yekindar.
Okay, Duke's just dropped straight off as well, so he gets into CT. And they're backing off. They're working their way over towards the B site. Yekindar's here, playing from back plat. He's got the backup of Buster as well. Here's Duke's position finally revealed. He gets the kill onto James, and it plants a seed of doubt in their mind. But Yekindar, he just has to hit the mark on the AWP, peeks up for the second shot, but comes up slightly short, ready for more as Buster swings in. The bomb's dropped into an awkward spot. Quicker, he's fast on his feet as he fleets in to find the kill, but Yekindar will steal that one away onto Sorrow.
But this time, James was there with the op. He's now pushed into lower. He should be able to find the back of Sorrow as he gets that pick, and now you can see the T's. They're struggling with where they want to go. They lost a lot of map control when Sorrow dropped. James realizes it. He just leaves B tunnels entirely, goes back into the B site, but he does have the op. He has a teammate watching middle for him. As Yekindar's in CT spawn holding this mid lurk, while Kickert's gone aggressive on short. They're giving up long. They're okay with that. They expect Unique to fall back. That's exactly what happens. Kickert finds the back of Smiley, and now Winter's like, okay, I'm sick of this. I'm tired of these guys. I'm tired of walking around. They're everywhere. They never leave mid. I don't know what to do.
And with no time, he's just got to do something desperate. He's running towards the A site with a knife pulled out. Yeah, he's hoping he can die before that, but the problem is they're going to peek the second it takes over, so now you get no money. So Winter's down to just 250 in the bank. And this is savage, really. They're just destroying them, really.
Yeah, it's not a good way to start the event. Of course, you know you are going up against outsiders, right? So it's like, okay.
Never an easy game.
Yeah, it's like, okay, this is one of the best teams in the world. So, you know, unlucky draw, really. Unlucky draw. Although I guess it is seeding, so it's not really like unlucky. It's just...
It's just one of those where, like, confidence-wise, right? If you could get this even to be like a 16-9, 16-10, suddenly you're thinking, boys, we're in really good stead for this event, you know what I mean? Like, we're pulling out some good plays. But the only thing that's looked really wonderful for them has been the Deagle rounds. They do have Deagles again here. Might not be on the right player. Ice will fall. Smiley grouped up. There's the peek from James. Just going to spam into the smoke, and one by one, they all fall down. Yekindar with the final frag onto Sorrow, and that's 15 on the board for Out as Oh, so now Smiley, he's on the receiving end of the damage he was dealing in the prior half. Duke wanted to make a play with the MP9, but both of the MP9s have been completely isolated. There's just 3 players left alive. Winter, he's got one of his own and comes thundering his way down through lower to get the stab onto the back of Flit. Tickets at top mid though, and he's just playing target practice. Winter will be able to win out, but with just 8 HP.
And of course, Shakindar's just like in the lead right now. Flanking through middle, finds the kill. It is just Sorrow. He has the deagle at long. We have seen them do some crazy things. This could be the start. He just needs to land 1 bullet to Yakindar and can't. That is going to be Outsiders taking the 16-2. And overall, a relatively anticlimactic Dust 2 game. I mean, Outsiders were clearly the better team.
Yep.
They played like it the entire time. They easily win 16-2. They go to that.